The blessings of the Nine do not falter. Each day I walk this foreign land, I am reminded that Talos's guiding hand never strays from my shoulder. While clearing out a wretched den of beasts that had been terrorizing travelers along the mountain road, the divines steered my path to something far more sinister. Beneath the earth, hidden from the sight of the common folk, lay an ancient tomb reeking of undeath. Within its rotting halls lingered a creature most vile, a vampiric ghost, a twisted soul that had abandoned Arkay's sacred balance, clinging to this world through profane sorcery. I spoke the name of the Nine as my blade cut through the foul apparition. With a final prayer to Arkay, I banished the unholy presence from this world, purifying the tomb in their honor. When the last echo of the spirit's shriek faded, the Nine saw fit to bless my victory. Upon a table of dust and age, I found a set of ebony arms and a shield of remarkable craftsmanship. They bore no magical glow nor heavenly music, yet I know this was no mere coincidence. The Nine placed these tools in my path as a sign that my mission is just and my path righteous. With these sanctified tools, my resolve is only strengthened. No shadow will escape my light. No wicked soul will escape divine judgment. The fires of Talos burn brighter than ever, and with every step, the darkness recoils. Tiberius Imbrex, humble servant of the Nine.
Hello, and welcome back to some more Tamriel Rebuilt with Tiberius Imbrex. Today, we're just enjoying Morrowind's great weather. Look at that. Getting right in my eyes. If you've ever actually been in a dust storm, it is not a very pleasant experience. I see why the Dunmer are so pissed off all the time. I would be too. Anyways, we have some quests to do here in our VUD before we leave. We still have the Hlalu Silver quest we can go searching for somewhere to the south. I forget where exactly. But there's also apparently, because I looked this up, a bunch of quests here in Uvain Manor. So we're going to do them. And I'm sort of justifying it as they've heard Tiberius helping people here. And so now the rich people of our VUD, the Lord or who's ever in charge here, would like to hire him to solve some of their problems. Ooh, a Mercantile book. No, thank you. Not interested. Whatever it is, it will have to wait. Between trying to recover some stolen cargo, taking care of vampires out in the wilderness, and Sergio Vendel or Othreleth showing up to visit unannounced, I've got too much on my plate already. Stolen cargo. I don't want to talk about it. Just thinking about it is giving me a splitting headache. I already had to sack that stupid boy Javille because he was too incompetent to handle the situation. That's the guy who spit on us. I could help you if you told me what's happened. Well, alright. As you've probably heard, a gang of bandits, most of them outlanders, raided one of our caravans recently. It happened just outside our VUD, right under our noses. Humiliating. They took off with some valuable cargo, but that's not even the beginning of it, no. When I sent Javille to track them down, he came back with a letter from the bandit leader, a letter demanding money. They want us to ransom our property back. Can you believe the gall of those people? Tell me where the cargo is and I'll get it back from the bandits. The cargo is an Argonian slave. Oh, bring him back and he will be rewarded. That kind of changes things, don't it? Yeah, we'll bring him back. Good, you can take the letter with you. The bandits have made their camp in the cave of Asar Badan. It is in the hills just northwest of our VUD. The slave's name is His Heart, Another Kind of Clay. That is a crazy long name. Deal with the bandits as you see fit and bring him to me. Okay, what about the vampires? If you believe the rumors, recent disappearances out west are the result of vampire attacks. The town guard stands its ground against these blood-sucking fiends, but the wilderness isn't safe. I have a heavy bag of gold for any brave soul who succeeds in tracking down and eradicating the creatures responsible for the latest attack. I'm ready to hunt down some vampires. Very well. The best place to start is at the Ishanuran Camp. The Ishanuran are not to be trusted, but they do know the area and its dangers well. I won't understate the issue. These creatures kidnap, torture, and murder their victims. Do not leave here unprepared. Ishanuran. Ah, right about there on your map. Take the south road a short ways and then head west over the plain. And then Vendel Othrelith? The Sergio and his bodyguard came to visit unannounced and are planning on staying, it would seem, indefinitely. How lovely. This visit will put a nice dent in the manor's budget. Keeping them fed is not cheap. I'm hoping that Balvain Uvain could figure out what they're doing here soon enough. I expect she is resting in her quarters on the 3rd floor. Alright, that's like 3 quests right there. How do you do, Outlander? I am Sergio Vendel Othrelith, and this is Kettegrim Thrallbound, my faithful companion and slave. Oh, as you can probably tell, we're not locals. I'm visiting the good lady Balvin Ulaine. You like my bodyguard, quite the brute, isn't he? I never travel without him. I'm Sergio Vendel Othrelith, house cousin of House Lalu. I come from Andrethist in the south. Can you go to Andrethist? That might be coming in the next update for this area. Ooh, you sell spells randomly. Do you sell anything good for us? Any restoration spells? Actually, you don't sell a single one. Okay. And you're a trainer. Ooh, I was looking for more trainers. You're like a sneaky trainer. This is actually the manor where down there we came from, like a vampire lair, or at least it used to be, before he got like stabbed in the heart.
Go ahead, I'm waiting.
Are you one of Vendel Othrelith's lackeys? No? Good. I hate that man. When my father Amanes Uvain returns home, he will kick that foppish blowhard all the way back to Andrethis. If you want to do me a favor, just make him go away. I hate him and his stupid hat. Your father? My father disappeared in the Armun Ashlands a little over 2 years ago. He was traveling with a caravan that got trapped in a vicious ash storm. Some made it to Tarvud, but some, like my father, disappeared. My mother and sister and everyone else seem to think that he's dead, but I know he's still alive. How can you know that? I don't know how to explain it. It's just a feeling. I'm sure he's still out there somewhere in the wasteland, but is unable to return for some reason. Perhaps some bandits are keeping him prisoner. I don't know. All I know for certain is that he is alive. Maybe I could search for him. You would find my father. Thank you, Outlander. I don't know where to tell you to begin your search, but maybe someone in this town knows who was with him when he disappeared. Good luck, Tiberius Ambrex. I do hope you find him and bring him home. A lot of quests in this manor.
Outlander, what do you
Don't know you. What do you want? My father died in the Armun Ashlands 2 years ago. That wound has only now begun to heal. I would rather not talk about this anymore. I think Sergio Othrelith is rather charming. He's well-dressed and well-mannered. We don't have a lot of that in our Vud. Naturally, my sister hates him. Yeah, she does kind of seem to be dressed like a warrior, so she doesn't like those foppish imperial hats.
What is this about?
Good day to you, champion. My name is Balvin Uvain. I am the Lady of Uvain Manor. It seems we get a lot of visitors in our manor these days. What brings you here? Tell me about Olmus. He was a good friend, a good husband, and a good father. I hope one day my daughter Falara will accept the fact that he is gone. That is all I have to say about this manor. Okay. What about Vendel? Our guest from Andrethis. I had no previous acquaintance or knowledge of him before his visit. He's very friendly towards me and my daughters at dinner, but says little of why he's come to our Vud. Truth be told, I don't quite know what the young Sergio wants with us. No southern nobleman would come here in the middle of the wasteland just to exchange pleasantries. I think he's up to something, but asking him would be quite blunt. He has yet to overstay his welcome, and I don't wish to be impolite. Maybe I could help you find out more. Yes, why not? I must admit I find it rather amusing to enlist the help of one stranger to find out information about another. Go ahead and talk to him, see what he'll tell you. Can we ask any guards about Olmus? I wasn't a part of Sergio Uvain's traveling retinue, and the good Sergio disappeared a long time ago. Perhaps one of the caravaneers or scouts might remember something. Okay. That's a good tip. Thank you, guard. All right, let's talk to the good Vendel. So, why are you here? Yes, that is I. What can I do for you? May I ask what the reason is for your visit? You most certainly may. Whether or not I choose to provide you with any answer that you would find satisfactory is another matter entirely. I have come here to enjoy the company and hospitality of the good lady Balvin Uvain and her 2 beautiful daughters. Is that not reason enough? Liar. Apologies, Sarah. Am I in your way? Tell me about Vendel. He is my master. Well, it's the prospect of marriage that's brought him here. Darn it, shouldn't have said that. Okay, Hagrid. Okay, I just asked our Moss here about Amandine Platir, the paladin of Mara that we helped. He left town heading north to Manon, perhaps, so he's here now somewhere. Good to know. These people are giving us a lot of very useful information. Really wish I could get Kettigrim to trust me here. Seems very difficult to persuade. Prospect of marriage. As I am a gentleman of tact, I will refrain from speaking about this with you in detail. Call me old-fashioned, but I view this as a deeply personal matter. I shall discuss it with the fair lady in question. Maybe we need to go tell the mom now, or the daughter? So, he's after my daughters, is he? That explains a lot. Perhaps you should let Falara and Nalsa know of his plans and hear what they think. I'd imagine Nalsa would quite fancy the idea of marrying a southern lord. I don't think he's a southern lord. That's my theory, though. Sergio Vendel Othreth is thinking about marriage. I do find him quite pleasant, but this is all too sudden, and my mother needs me here. I'm afraid I must refuse. Rip in pieces. She's the one who likes him. Get married? Never. With Vendel Othrella? Never in a million years. Tell him that I'd rather marry a dead mud crab. Guess we're playing matchmaker today.
Yes, Outlander.
Yeah, they don't like you. Neither Falara nor Nalasa is willing to marry me. Oh, this is a little awkward. I'm afraid there has been a misunderstanding. Perhaps I should have been more clear earlier. The young ladies, while very lovely, do not interest me. I'm here to win that heart of their mother, the widowed lady Balvine Uvain. She's been a widow long enough, wouldn't you agree? She's old enough to be your mother. What if her missing husband should return? Let's be absolutely frank, Tiberius and Brex. Sergio Almas Uvain is not merely missing, he is dead. It is time for his family to move on. She's old enough to be your mother. You wound me, Tiberius and Brex. Who do you take me for? I'm Sergio Vendel Othrelith. I'm not a shallow man. I value the grace and wisdom that come with age more than fading youth. I hope I can trust you to be discreet. No, we're gonna go tell her. I don't know the exact details here, but maybe they are part of like the bandits who attacked and possibly have their dad captured. And so he thought he would come here to pretend like he's a nobleman to perhaps steal the lady or whatever and ransom her. I don't know. There's something going on here though. He wants to marry you. He meant me. Oh my. I must say I did not expect this. I can't deny that I'm flattered by his interest. I have been feeling quite lonely. Oh no. And Vendel, I mean Sergio Othrelith, is a very charming and rather good looking. He's awfully young, of course. I suppose it would be fair to speak with him in private, one-on-one. I don't think that's a good idea. What makes you say that? There's something wrong about him. In that short time that I've known him for, he's been nothing but the perfect gentleman. But if I'm being quite honest, I'm not completely without reservations myself. While I speak with him, perhaps you could carry out some inquiries for me. Talk to my scribe, Armis Teravel. He knows the southern nobility better than I do. Maybe he's heard of Vendel Othrelith. And speak with Kettigrim Thrallbound, the Nord bodyguard. Slaves often know their master's secrets. He's not actually a slave, I'm telling you. I figured this out right away. I'm under strict orders to shut the hell up. My stupid mouth always gets me in trouble. But you know what? Since my master isn't here, it's been a good long while since I had a drink of booze. We passed Lucky Shalasa's caravanserai on our way here. I bet they sell that local liquor Sujama there. I'd sure appreciate a bottle of this stuff. Yeah, I can go get that for you. Assuming you don't like murder everyone while I'm gone. Ooh, we can actually ask her about Kettigrim. Hey, you mean that southern Sergio's Nord slave? That's odd. Iridor over there said he's seen him someplace else before. Only he didn't call him Kettigrim. He called him something else entirely. Okay. I knew it.
What do you want?
Tell me about Kettigrim. That Nord's name isn't Kettigrim, it's Rolf the Bloody. Yeah, and he isn't a slave either. I know him. He's from Kraganmore. I swear, I've seen him fighting for money in the arena there. Not a bad fighter. I don't know why he's changed his name and put on those slave bracers. I know why. Okay, alright, we got some very valuable information there. So, Rolf the Bloody, how's it going? I did get you some drinks. Is that bottle of Sujama for me? Yeah, sure. Thank you. Now ask away. Tell me more about your master. He's like any other dark elf you'd meet, except that he's a noble. And pretty clever too, I suppose. And he's really got the gift of the gab. Let me tell you, there ain't a woman in the world that Mandalaris couldn't charm with his wit and, eloquence. He'll wrap that widow lady around his finger in no time. Oh, slipping up. Mandalaris? Huh? No, I meant to say Vendel. Must have thought of someone else. Yes, yes. If you say so, Rolf the Bloody. Yeah, that's me. No, wait. Gah. Hell. Me and my stupid mouth. All right, I'll tell you everything. I ain't really a slave, and my name isn't Ketagrim or whatever. I'm Rolf the Bloody. I suppose you could call me an Mandara's con artist. Oh yeah, his real name is Mandalars Sidura. There's no Sergio Vendel. We're from Kraganmore. He had this genius idea of coming here and charming this widow lady so she'd make him rich. The long con, he called it. I knew this was a bad job from the start. Well, now the jig's up. I won't go down without a fight, though. Okay. I would have got my fatigue back if I'd known you were just going to draw steel on me. We don't really... Oh no, we have a good restore fatigue potion.
This is too easy.
Yeah, get him, guards. He's way too tough for me, potentially. I also just don't want to hit one of the guards, because that happens a lot. Okay, we got him. Do we have a healing potion? Yes. What sword did you have? The Iron Viper Slayer. That's not too bad. Poison's a pretty good enchantment to have on your weapon. Let's go check on the lady. What on earth is happening in my manor? What the hell was that ruckus? Where's Ketagrim? Oh, he's dead. Ah, damn that Rolf the Bloody. He gave the whole thing away, didn't he? He's dead then. Oh boy, I knew he wasn't very smart, but getting himself killed like that, that's just beyond stupid. But I see that the game is up for the both of us. Might as well drop the act. Pleasure to meet you, Tiberius Ambrex. My name is Mandalaris. Mandalaris? Mandalaris. That's a crazy name. I'm just going to call you M. Some might call me a con man, but in truth, I'm an artist, an actor. The part of Sergio Vendel Othrelith was to be the role of a lifetime, my ticket to riches and an early retirement. I recruited Rolf to play the walk-on part of the bodyguard to really sell my character. It was a near-perfect plan. It would have worked if it wasn't for you meddling kids. You played the part of the antagonist well, bravo. Now, I obviously will not be arrested. I trust that you will allow me to make my exit in peace. No need to resort to violence, yes? Not when the lady is present. I'm not letting you off the hook. That would be unwise. Like I said, Lady Belvine is present, within reach of my saber. You leave me no choice if you stand in my way. I'm getting the hell out of this town. If you try and stop me, I will hurt you. I will stop you. Have at you. Dang, he goes straight for her.
Yes?
You okay? Murder in my home, my dear Vendel Othrelith. What demon possessed him? I have been a fool, a blind, love-sick fool. How could I allow myself to be so utterly deceived by him? I was really ready to marry him, I really was. By the three, I feel so crushed now, but I thank you, Tiberius Ambrex, you've really saved me. Let me reward you, as it's the least I can do. All right, 300 gold, nice. And we prevented a sweet old lady from marrying a con man. What do you have to say about it? Apparently nothing. You still think he's charming? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, and you don't have anything to say either. That's kind of weird. Usually those will update. Do you have anything to say about it? No. Okay, well, if no one else cares that 2 people were killed, then I don't either. Okay, so we can go try to find the lost father of that manor. We can go kill some vampires, potentially, or we can go find the slave. Let's go find the slave, northwest of Arvud, Isar Badan. Is that the place we cleared out last time? Why do I feel like... No, that was Runat. Okay, good. I'm like, wait. Okay, well, let's head there then. While we're exiting town, we can also ask about the missing caravan, so we'll do that too. Has this Pakguar always been here?
To beat us.
I feel like it hasn't. Okay. Do you know anything about Olmaz Uvain? You're asking me. I have no idea what happened to him. Okay, do you know? There was an Ashlander guide who traveled in Sergio Uvain's retinue. I remember hearing that he was the last person to see this Sergio. The Ashlander's name is Lugash. You should speak with him. He now works as a watchman in the Erna Palit trade post, southwest of here. Oh, I'm hoping it's the one guy that didn't attack us on sight because everyone else in that trade post is dead. But there was one guy who didn't attack us. Maybe that's Lugash. Okay, we're gonna head northwest until we find the bandit den. What the heck is that? Ash fowl. Like a chicken. That is absolutely terrifying. I kind of want one as a pet. Okay, I see someone right there. Are you a bandit and are you going to be hostile? Seemingly not. That's good. Hello. You'd best keep on the road, traveler. It can be dangerous out here. Is that a threat? And we can ask him about stolen cargo, but he kind of hates our guts, so let's try and get him to like us so he'll tell us the truth. Oh, nice. 84, stolen cargo. Are you talking about his heart, another kind of clay? Yeah, he's in the cave, but you're not getting in there. Will you let me in so I can at least talk to him? Just talk, eh? Ha, nice try. You must let me in. I'm here to take the slave to Armis Tyravel. We could lie and say that Tyravel has agreed to your demands. Or we could say it's violence. Defend yourself. Let me in. I'm here to take the slave to Armas. Yeah, I figured. Tell you what, go back to your slave driver boss and tell him that his heart, another kind of clay, just couldn't be found, okay? Leave us alone. It'll save us the violence. I can't go back empty-handed. You will let me pass. No, I won't. This is a lot like the Ishanuran Camp where... So here's the thing. Tiberius is not a liar. So not only are we not going to lie to Garves here that Tyravel has agreed to his demands, we're also not going to lie to Tyravel himself and say that the slave isn't here. That's just not what Tiberius would do. So I guess we're gonna go with violence because he's not really giving us a choice. Damn you, you dog. Well, hey man, I asked nicely to be let in and you wouldn't do it, so no one to blame but yourself. It didn't have to be this way. I just wanted to talk to him, but no. So I don't think Tiberius would actually feel too bad about killing Garves and potentially who's ever inside there, because these are genuine bandits. That's what we were told. They definitely dress like it. I assume this is like a bandit dungeon. So we are sort of ridding the world of criminals here. They could be criminals with a heart of gold, right? Maybe they're anti-slavery, maybe they're freed slaves who became a group of bandits. That's still illegal and a bad thing in Tiberius's eyes here. So, I mean, he didn't give us a choice. Tiberius was willing to go in peacefully. He was willing to set aside his moral dilemma with these supposed bandits and be like, hey, I just want to talk, but they wouldn't put up with it. So now people got to die because of it. Is it really Tiberius's fault or is it the Doormaster's fault? Guess we'll never know. I'm so glad we got this ebony sword. Oh, he needed it so bad. Can actually like fight people now effectively. Ruby common pants. Kagodi common shirt. We could grab those pants. Resist fire 10 points. That's actually not too bad. What do we have right now? Fortified luck pants. Yeah. We use that all the time. But resist 10 fire damage? That seems pretty good to me. Okay, we got 2 more people attacking us. One with a spear. That's kind of scary. But if we sit right here, because that lady was throwing spears, I was going to say maybe she'll hit her best friend here. Oh my gosh. Always the knockdown, man. Always the knockdown.
No one can match me.
And everyone has a shield.
Ow!
You guys have anything on you? Not really. Okay. Guess we're just gonna march forward then. Okay, we got someone else's attention. You also have a shield. Are you like the shield brethren or something? Everyone in your group has a shield. Well, at least you're not very good with it. Okay, another one. Perfect. I like that you don't have a shield, even though your weapon is a lot scarier. No shield means you die just as easily as anybody. Okay, what's going on over here? Ooh, this is considered stealing? That's interesting. It probably shouldn't be, considering we killed some of them. It really shouldn't be stealing, but sure. Whatever you say, game. We'll grab some alcohol here. Just because you never know when you're gonna freaking need it. I assume there's like a head bandit here, and I'm kind of terrified at that prospect. Alcohol helps though. We're going to inch our way forward because we want as much fatigue as possible. Yeah, all stealing. I don't know if I agree with that. It's kind of like New Vegas, where if you steal from the fiends, you lose karma. Like, what kind of sense does that make? We'll take these repair hammers though. Yeah, I figured our gear was pretty busted. Okay, I see someone up here. You're the only one in here. That would be nice. Oh my gosh, his weapon is apparently very scary. Okay. Get a healing potion going, because he's about to like two-shot us.
End your fight. I am leaving.
End your fight? I'm leaving? You're running away? You coward. Fight with some honor and dignity at least. Ooh, nice block. I guess he's a bandit. Bandits don't really have honor, but still, you know. He should at least try. We will take these lanterns though, because they do look pretty freaking cool. A Sarbaddon lair. Yeah, see, these people are evil. What kind of person has a lair? Evil villains.
Long enough.
Okay, another one down. There are more in here. I'll take that lantern. Okay, a lady with a crossbow or something. Or a dude with a crossbow. And a lady. And a person casting spells. Nice. Glad we could grab them all. And I'm glad the shield lady is here to block every single attack for us. You have a spear? Looks like it, huh? Alright, one down. This guy's out of spells. So he's gonna fall like nothing. You have a one-handed spear? Kind of looks like you're using it one-handed sometimes. Okay, you might actually kill us though.
Now you die.
Nice. Well, we might as well use our healing spell. Is there anyone else down here? Doesn't look like it. A Nordic war axe. We'll take that. Looks pretty cool. Orcish halberd. Ooh. Is that better than a ebony one? What? It is better than the ebony one. The speed is better too. Okay. I guess we'll drop the Nordic war axe and keep the ebony and the Orcish halberd. The Orcish halberd does more damage. It's worth way less, but it attacks faster and does more damage. That's strange. Looks pretty cool too. I would love to use spears more, but I always feel like we're going up against enemies that we need to reliably hit every time, or else they're going to kill us. So we don't really have any time to practice with a spear or an axe or a mace. Is there someone over there? Maybe, yeah. There is someone over there. We're going to sit right here until our fatigue gets back. I'm going to switch back to my broadsword because I don't trust being able to hit this person reliably without it. Hello. Killed all of your men. Give up while you still can. Hey, there's the Argonian. Hello.
Come on.
There you go. I was like, are you not hostile? Jeez. Let's drink our alcohol though while we're here. But she seems really tanky and she does a lot of damage. She just two-shot us. Cripes.
How does it feel to know death is near?
Ooh, Longblade 64. Nice. Should be able to kill her pretty easily with all that alcohol. Yep. Haha. Ooh, a skill book. Speechcraft. Nice. We'll take that. And diamonds?
Return it.
Wait, did we just get a bounty for that? No. Hey, what's going on?
Will you let us go free?
Vintage brandy. I'll take that too. It's weird he's getting pissed about this stuff. But hello, you killed them. Stolen cargo. You mean me, don't you? What do you want with me? I have saved you from the bandits. You are now free. Or I'm here to take you to our VUD. Follow me. So this quest is interesting for Tiberius because I don't see him just freeing his heart another kind of clay. Because even though Tiberius himself might be against slavery, what is he more against? Breaking the law and lying to people? Or slavery? And that's a tough one. Tiberius holds his ideals very close to his heart. And one of those ideals is just not lying to people and not breaking the law. So if we return to Arvud without his heart another kind of clay, not only would we be lying potentially, we would also be going back on a, not contract, but, you know, I told him I would come back with his heart another kind of clay. So we would be breaking that sort of promise that we would come back with him. So even though Tiberius is morally against slavery, I don't know if he would break his other sort of tenets to do that. He wouldn't lie to a slave master to have a bunch of slaves freed, if that makes any sense. He would try to free the slaves through legal ways by purchasing them or convincing, or at least try to convince the landowner that, you know, owning slaves is wrong. I don't think he would just straight up do it. He would try to find legal means of freeing them. So we're going to take him. This is, I could see this being very hard for Tiberius. It's pretty hard for me too. I'm here to take you to our VUD. Follow me. Yes, I'll follow you to our VUD. Just don't hurt me. Oof. So normally I would break into this chest here because I don't know if it would be considered stealing, but everything else is, which I don't really agree with. These are bandits. It shouldn't be considered stealing. So we're not going to steal because that, again, would break another code of ethics for Tiberius. But yeah, we're going to make our way back to our VUD. Not a good resolution in my mind. And maybe not even in Tiberius's mind, but he's also not one to just get involved and not deal with it. You know, we could have just walked away from the quest. We don't really have to solve it. We could just leave it, you know, whatever happens, happens. But that would mean leaving a den of bandits unopposed, leaving his heart another kind of clay being stuck here. I mean, who knows? Maybe they were torturing him. I don't really have a lot of frame of reference for what's going on here. Just kind of making my own story. And maybe if you let him go free, he tells you stuff. I feel really, really bad about this. Maybe that's what they were going for. We are going to stake a gold coin though, and a lantern, because we have 5 of them, right outside this den of pure evil. Isn't that right? His heart, another kind of clay. I'm back and I brought you
To rescue us.
your cargo.
I will listen, Outlander. But quick.
You've brought the slave here. That's good. Here's your reward. And you killed the bandit leader too. Very well done indeed. I'll give you a hefty bonus for that. So we get 630 gold total. I don't know if that'll help me sleep at night, but at least we got something for it. You have robbed me of my freedom and murdered the ones who helped me. I have nothing to say to you. Do you mean to mock me? You did this to me. They were gonna free you? I don't know if I believe that. Like, genuinely, I bandits freeing you? Is that something that would happen? I don't think so. I don't think there's an actual slave key in here either, so it's not like we can
Say something.
free him afterwards. Not that Tiberius would, but yeah, I think he's a slave now forever. Oops.
You may speak.
I don't know that. He says those were my friends who were going to help me, but how do we know they're not just going to take the money and keep you? I guess we'll never know. Let's head to Atreben here, our good friend, and buy some more freaking fatigue potions though. Okay, so the 3 other quests we have is to go find the silver, go find the missing father, and deal with the vampires. Let's do the vampire stuff. So, trying to find the exact journal entry for it. Armas Tyravel, who works for the governor of Arvud, is offering a large reward to anyone who can root out the group of vampires he believes responsible for killings in the Western Ashlands. He recommended that I ask in the Ishanuran Camp if I'm willing to track them down. Take the road south a short ways and then head west over the plain. And he should have marked it, yes, on our map. So we're going to head there. And while we're headed this way anyways, we can see if the last remaining guy of this Ashlander trading post over here is the one we're looking for. So, you know, 2 birds, 1 stone. I'm hoping this is the guy. Freaking Cliff Racer, man. I'm just trying to enjoy my day. At least we hit so consistently now that even with no fatigue, we can kill a Cliff Racer. Okay, are you the man we are looking for? Lugash, hello. What brings you to this godless wasteland, traveler? I heard you were the guide for Ulmus Uvain before he disappeared. Yes, I remember. I was the guide for him and his retinue. We were traveling through the wilderness when an unnatural ash storm blew in. Couldn't see a damn thing. We strayed off course and then everyone panicked. In the confusion, the Sergio and I lost track of the caravan. I don't blame them for leaving us behind. There was good reason to assume the worst, you see. Baluath vampires come out to hunt in those storms. As luck would have it, we were attacked. I managed to escape just barely, but the Sergio wasn't so lucky. I looked for him after the storm died down, but didn't find anything. He's dead, Tiberius Imbrex, I'm sure of it. If you need further proof, the Uvain ancestral tomb lies southwest of the Ishanuran Camp. Go there and consult the family's ancestral spirits. Maybe Sergio Uvain's spirit is with them. Southwest of the Ishanuran Camp. Okay, so it's kind of on the way too. Nice. This has been like the nicest day weather-wise in the Armand Ashlands since we've been here. It's kind of refreshing not to be in a dust storm. More of this, please. Okay, the camp should be right over here. I think these are actually some of the Ashlanders you have to become the Nerevarine of if you have TR factions installed, right? Something like that. Okay, what's going on? Hello, Shibat. What do you know about vampires? Baluath, demons who thrive in ash, preying on anything with a beating heart. They have always been here, but their defeats have made them cautious. They prefer to hunt weak, undesirable outcasts and bandits, so it is most troubling to hear of the recent attacks on the house's people road. Ashkan Mibidinaz is prepared should a vampire threat emerge. Okay, maybe we need to talk to the Ashkan.
Boethia teaches us patience. So Sabathia
Outlander, what troubles do you bring to the Ashuran? The Ishanuran are an old tribe clan. Long have these lands been ours. I have been Ashcan for many years. Some rich times, some hungry. Hungrier times recently. Tell me about the Baluath. The name is passed down in the oral traditions of this tribe. We see them and hear them, but the Baluath are intelligent enough to feed on weak, isolated prey. Their clan is crippled, no lair, no ancient so as far as I know. But what they lack in group strength, they make up for in individual power. Beware the Baluath vampire that spots you in an ash storm. Vampires. These abominations of nature have existed in our moon for millennia, back to the earliest days of the false god's rule, the tribunate. They are the Baluath. My wise woman tells me that they are becoming ambitious once more. The Malawias tribe are in danger, likely dead. Our people must be strong if and when the vampires band together to attack us. Okay, Malawias? Yan Ahi, my wise woman, can tell you more. I caution you though, her vision stopped me and Ashkan from sending scouts to report on the Malawias. If you value your life, I advise you to stay away. We can't just do that. Also, these Ashlander names, man, they get me every time. I'm already not very good at pronouncing names, but that just goes out the window when it comes to Ashlanders. Okay, wise woman. Hello. Hey, you're like not an old lady. Do you seek answers from a wise woman? I may oblige the respectful. Vampires. For a time, their dark presence felt much like the final din of an echo, yet now I sense them obtruding again in the west, consuming. I believe the Malawias tribe, led by Adun, has been killed off. They were last settled below Mount Anu in the rolling slopes west-northwest of here, past Barza Munthuand and the Velothi Tower Udai. Adun was clan holder, friend of Ishanuran. We've had no contact for many moons, and I fear the worst for them. If the Blue Oath are behind it, they are indeed a rising threat to Ishanuran. We hold to our customs as fiercely as we defend our way of life from those who would seek it forgotten. So they are west-northwest. She said below Mount Anu, so over here maybe? Okay. We can go check it out. And the ancestral tomb is southwest of here, so over here. We could head to the ancestral tomb first and see what's going on there. Okay, well, I might have found another den of evil. I don't know if it's what we're looking for, though. Doesn't really look like an ancestral tomb to me. Yala Malchus. Maybe we'll finish this dungeon and call it, depending on how big it is, and then save the 2 quests for next time. You can't just go by a necromancer's lair and let it go. We have to clear it out. Okay, what is this? Scroll of Unhinging. Sure. Seven skulls in a chest. Naturally, that's where I'd put my skulls if I had 7 of them. A chest. Or perhaps on a spear with a candle on top. Did the skeletons do that? He says, it's hard to see in here. We should really do something about the lighting. Then we're going to put skulls on our maces too. Dang, I'm walking around with no fatigue because I'm consistently hitting, and then this guy comes in with a shield and says, you're not hitting anything ever again. Bone axe. Oh, it was an axe? I thought it was a mace. An unnamed book. Interesting. Gave a short blade. What's down here? Fire resistance and rising force. Okay. Rising force is good because we seemingly need to get up here. Or can we just get up here anyways? Yeah, we got up here anyways. Netch boots, iron pauldron, a water spear. Water breathing 100 seconds. That's pretty good. Can't pick up that lantern. Seems like it spilled the oil that was in it anyways. Okay, well, we got a water breathing spear. That's always good. Can we actually get out of here without using our rising force potion? I don't think we can. That's fine. Okay, let's head the other direction then. See what's going on. All right, time to starve the West, this guy. Give me that fatigue. Oh, crap. Oh crap, that magic's dealing a ton of damage. Restore health, maybe? Is that enough? Yeah. Wooden Staff of Reckoning. Meh. Okay, is there anything actually in here, or is that it? I don't even know if the Water Spear might be from that mod I have that generates magic items. I don't know, though. That name's pretty specific, so I assume it's like an actual hand-placed spear there. All right, well, that was easy. Not too big of a dungeon. Not at all. And we will place the trademark lantern and coin, so people know Tiberius Imbrex has been here and cleansed this den of evil. But I am going to end the video there for today. Next time we will make our way towards the ancestral tomb and try to find the Lord of Uvain Manor, see if he's still alive, and we will also investigate that missing Ashlander tribe. These quests have been super, super cool and very fitting for Tiberius. That stolen cargo one, though, that might keep Tiberius up at night. I'll have to think long term how that's going to affect him, because it definitely would. Anyways, if you've enjoyed this content, consider liking and subscribing if you have not already, as it does help the channel. Other than that, though, thank you for watching, and peace out.